A little windy. Hopefully the sound is a-okay and everyone hears me. You can get interactive with the chat. You can see in back of me here, I'm at the parking lot of what is called the Bahia Mar. It's one of the oldest hotels in Fort Lauderdale, and as you can imagine, right now it is spring break, so it's not easy to get parking. It's never really easy, but I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to go out here to the left and you will see the Atlantic. There are cruise ships. Great afternoon. I mean, weather-wise, 80s, 13-mile-an-hour wind out of the southeast, so a little bit strong on the wind side. Without the humidity, it's nice. When you start getting the oppressive humidity, where the humidity reaches the temperature, like in the summer, it's 90 degrees outside, 90 degrees humidity, that's oppressive heat. And that's when it starts feeling suffocating, so to speak. But I'll always take the oppressive heat over the winter any day. So hopefully everything is sounding well. And I'm using like a shotgun mic. I have a handheld, but decided to just use this one, to make it a little simpler, because when I drove down here, and I'm going to just flip it around, it was raining a little bit. Not raining, but tease of rain with some, some kind of spray. It was kind of like misty, say it best. But anyway, we are live here at Fort Lauderdale Beach in Florida, and I'll flip it around. As you can see, this is the Bahia Mar Hotel, and okay, I'm still on. There we go. That's the Bahia Mar. That's what I was saying is one of the oldest hotels in Florida. Flip around here, go across the street, show you some beautiful basketball courts. Now, as anywhere, you've got to always be cautious when you're crossing. Even though you're supposed to be friendly to the pedestrians, like I said, it's a little wacky out this time of year. You should be able to adjust. I'm using like this rig. You should be able to adjust just a little bit, but go up and down. So I'm going to find a moment to cross right now. Got the right of way. What's up, Rhodey? Hope you hear me well, Rhodey. It'll be my test. Thank you for joining the stream here on Red Dawn Media. Alright, so I'm crossing. There you go, the BMR right there. They built this whole area called the Marina Village down that away. You can kind of see. And that whole area used to be a straight shot to the marina, but now they put a little restaurant, a sushi place, a bar, and whatnot. But if you've never been to Fort Lauderdale, I'm biased. I think it's beautiful. What's up, Jacob? Dana? How you all doing? Happy Saturday. It sounds as good as Happy Friday. I think I'm actually happier on Saturday. Anyway, there's the Atlantic. As you see, Fort Lauderdale Beach. Fort Lauderdale is now becoming more of a city than a beach. About 200,000 people, 187, something like that, 186,000, and 36 miles of beach. And the direction you see going that way goes to Miami, so it's south. You come around, and you go north, all the way up, and this is called the A1A. This road goes from all the way to the tip of Florida, the East Coast, the Atlantic, Keys, all the way up to the Georgia-Florida line on the coast. And there you see the beach. I'm going to take a walk a little bit, see what the water's like. But again, it's spring break here in Fort Lauderdale, so it's busy. And got unlike Miami, it doesn't get as crazy. Miami gets a little muddy. You see, great basketball courts, by the way. You can find a more beautiful place. That's my best one. I'll walk down to the A1A where they have a lot of cafes and whatnot, restaurants and bars, playing hoops. See, they're streaming right there. Streaming that hoops game. About to do some playground. So I was going to talk a little politics, talk a little sports, talk a little everything, but I'm just giving you an introduction to the beach as I take my walk and enjoy a Saturday evening in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Here we see out there all the cruise ships. They call this Port Everglades. They come from the south direction of Miami. They go all over the world from the Port Everglades. There's some commercial cruise ships, some passengers, and then cruise ships. Goods, materials in and out, petroleum, so forth. Ports of Florida. It's an entry from the United States. Goods and services. Let's go down here to A1A. Just kind of explore it. I mean, it's been the last 50-something days since Trump has been in office. Political front, what can I say? Voted for the guy. He's keeping his campaign promises thus far. Legal immigration on the borders, cleaned up for the most part. Who knows how many cuckoos we have floating around America right now? There's just so much going on in the news, you know? Trying to take care of every front. I mentioned the immigration, but look at the weaponization of the Department of Justice and what happened with Trump. You see, I'm sorry, what happened with Biden. You see Trump go there, really unprecedented move for a president to go down to the Department of Justice and make a speech like that. But he basically said, "Law and order in America are bust." And he's going to let their people do their job. So this is politics, sports, life. I'm all over the place. Just taking a walk to basically chill out and show you Fort Lauderdale, Florida. As we go down here, you see a little inlet to the Atlantic. And it looks like over here they're setting up for multiple weddings. There's one wedding party. There's another one set up. Another one. Or it's the same one. They're just going to party down on the beach, which looks like 3 different ceremonies. But nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, pretty beautiful place to tie the knot, right? Alright, we'll go down here. Walk this way a little bit. See what we see. And I am live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I am live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Live stream here on Red Dawn Media. Beautiful, beautiful day at the beach. Again, temperatures around the 83% humidity. So that means the breeze that I feel, which is coming from the southeast at 13 miles an hour, just feels perfect. When you see traffic like this, you know that.
How many followers you got?
What happened?
How many followers you got?
Right now, only a couple.
Why didn't on the interview? Wait, why was it called Red Dawn?
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Indiana.
All right, down for what? The week for?
No, I go to school down here. But
Oh, you go to school?
I'm in Kansas,
Okay, but you're here for spring break?
California. I live in Kansas. I'm from Seattle.
How long are you guys in town for?
I go to school down here.
Cool. All right, how's spring break? I live up the road, by the way, past the drop. Okay.
I took his Ferrari down here.
You're a lucky man, bro.
I'm super lucky. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's pretty cool. Got free energy drinks out here. Shout out to Rain.
Nice.
The beach is nice. I fuck with the Red Dawn.
Can I tell something to you?
You know what Red Dawn is?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. The original?
Yeah, the original.
Okay.
If you weren't recording me, I'd tell you some funny shit about Red Dawn, but I can't do it on camera.
Okay.
I'll tell you some funny shit.
Hey, shout out to my nigga Dondada. He back home right now. He couldn't make it today, but it's all good.
All good, guys.
I'll tell you something to your viewers. I'm horny. Real horny.
Well, then what are you talking to me for? Go get it.
No, I want you.
Have a good night, guys. Be good. Yes, sir. He's getting a joke. A little joker right there, huh? All right. Spring break, alive and well. Although, you know, who knows? If they're locals and from other states, most times, spring break, you get them from all over the place. I've lived here now for a dozen years. It's not only domestically, but you get a lot of folks from overseas. Other parts of Latin America, Europe, they come down, especially Miami. There's more Europeans. Visiting this time of year. This way, so you get more South Americans. That's what it is. Quite a bit Spanish as you go to South Florida. So walk down this way. Again, this is called the A1A. And every beach, every spot of Fort Lauderdale, the beach has a little bit of a name. There's a Hall of Fame beach right here. So you see this. Yo, I'm live, bro. Have fun, guys. Everyone has a good time, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, this Hall of Fame beach, right down there. Waves today, I mean, Fort Lauderdale is not known for its surf, but they're not bad. You can surf a tiny bit today. It's good money waves, as I call them. So now it's going to get more crowded. As you can see, it opened up a little bit more here. Let's see. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. You got it. You too, fellas. Be safe. Enjoy. Well, you gotta give a card. You gotta give a card. I got a pocket full of business cards. The amazing thing is, I've seen traffic like 3 times as bad as this. Maybe 5 times. It's like Sundays get worse. And up on the north side of the beach, going that way, is what they're going to have in a couple weeks. It's called, actually maybe next week. It's usually the last weekend of March. I have to check it out. But Tortuga Festival. So they get big acts. It's a music fest right on the beach. And I think they're setting up now because the north end of the beach, south end of the beach, I'm sorry, where there's more parking, kind kind of shut down. So the public parking is about half access, and they have trailers set up and a bunch of workmen. Looks like they're staging material to start putting up the stage. And it's pretty bad because the congestion is worse because they took away all that parking. As you get down here, you see all the restaurants, 411 South Bar and Grill. These are all interchangeable over the years. I've noticed that. And it's getting more busy because you see the population. It's all spring breakers and whatnot as it comes up here. Beautiful, beautiful day. It's going to get more crowded here. They built this to this little section out there, the park. Common Fort Lauderdale. Again, spring break now, picking up. See most of the college kids. Some areas here are packed. And like I said moments ago, for the most part, Fort Lauderdale has been pretty good compared to areas like Miami. Get out of hand. Traffic, congestion, riffraff comes in, and they try to make it less accessible to having cruisers, like this. Cruising up and down and having people getting in and out on the main strip, Ocean Drive, which is part of this, the A1A, which I say goes from Key West all the way up to the Georgia-Florida line. And pretty much made it so it's hard to get in and out. Parking costs a boatload of money, and so do the fines. And basically, if you're going to go and have a good time, you're going to be out of state. You're not going to have an automobile, maybe not have a gun with you, or any contraband. So you're flying in, staying in a hotel. You're on your feet most of the time, and that's what I think they want. I don't know what this is, but it looks like some kind of gun contest on the beach. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. Moon came out. How high is that rim? Like 5 feet? 8 feet? I figure he's about 6 feet. It's not a 10-foot rim. It's not a bad dunk. But anyway, this is the Elbow Room, one of the world famous bars in Fort Lauderdale. Famous for Where the Boys Are, a 1960s movie about spring break. Still there, open all the time, grandfathered in to be there forever, and it's basically an historical landmark. No debit cards, credit cards, you can only use cash. Dirty, down home bar. Alright, so if the sound's been going in and out, I took out the external mic. I'll just broadcast. Now, El Natural. The old school way, new school way. Fort Lauderdale, down by the A1A. And they used to have something called smell-o-vision. And smell-o-vision was basically the smell was being broadcast. There's no smell-o-vision on my phone, but some of it's dank, some of it's cushy, some of it's from a cigar leaf, some from Easy Wilder, some strong, some less potent, but this place smells like ganja. And there's the Fort Lauderdale police and the presence out there. As you can see, literally, they want no horsing around. Mounted cops are out there. You can see the presence. But like I said, traditionally it's been good in Fort Lauderdale. With security and less instances of, you know, the horrifying accidents and incidents you see nowadays with gunfire and that sort of thing. But you can see the craziness. Again, Fort Lauderdale spring break 2025. Everyone's streaming. 100, close to 200,000 people in Fort Lauderdale. Sparsely populated compared to Miami. College kids all over the place. All walks. All colleges. All over America, international. Some from Canada. A ton of Canadians in Florida, as you know. Snowbirds. The Ute of America. When I did spring break, it was Cancun, Mexico. I never went to Fort Lauderdale, even though, you know, I knew how famous it was, and the tradition of spring break here. But you can see, all college kids, as far as the eye can see. Lots of streamers here too. Everyone's streaming. What a world. Now, if you're as old school as me, and you remember Revenge of the Nerds, Nerds 2 is filmed right up the road at a hotel, which is now a parking lot. This is a lot different than Fort Lauderdale in the 80s.
I come home.
Yo.
So bad, so
What's up, fellas? Although Cyndi Lauper's in the background, so what's old is new. What's new is old. For the most part, like I said, the Fort Lauderdale police, they're very lenient. Just don't do anything really stupid. And they let them enjoy themselves. Everyone's smoking weed, people are drinking, and it's orderly, and they're behaving. That's the way it should be. You know? Craziness is limited. You walk down here. See it from the beach. Went from Bob Marleyville to Horseshitville. Excuse the French. But there you see the horses down there. Side of the beach. It's kind of like, here's your spot to hang out. Just behave. The rest of the craziness. Along the A1A. The backtrack down to the Atlantic. And you don't blame anyone for coming here, at least to me. I mean, some people like mountains. Right? People like lakes. People like urban jungles. New York City, but you can see why spring break happens here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'll walk back up. Craziness. And they just keep doing construction here in Fort Lauderdale. So it's gotten incredibly busy. Especially post-COVID or during COVID. Continuing to post-COVID. Despite what they say, the housing too fast. It's a bubble that's going to pop. Not in this part of South Florida. It just continues to grow. Spring break back in the day at the Mississippi Atlantic was that people come down here and they, you know, some of these college students liked it so much they'd sit up the rest of their life and feed the local economy and get jobs, raise families. Take off my flips and see how the water is. So this is the Atlantic. They say there's a couple weeks back, about 3 weeks ago, there was an oil spill Randy Levine. Wow, what a last name. Could be kin. Best place for seafood, Bubba Gump Shrimp. Just kidding. Actually drove past Bubba Gump Shrimp and it's run down. Best place, Casablanca. A little bit up this way, which would be south, where this building is here. And it's pretty awesome. It's a local place with great views. Kind of like a Spanish villa. Serve the fish tacos are to die for. Anyway, I'm going to jump into the Atlantic. Well, not jump. I'm going to put my feet in. Ah, beautiful. The water's perfect right now. Probably about, I don't know, man, what? Upper 40, 50 degrees, 60 degrees. I'm just completely guessing. Not quite a bath. Yeah, I'll see. Randy wants to know. If I see any Revenge of the Nerds like Booger, maybe Dexter, Lewis, Gilbert, I'll let you know. I mean, modern day nerds are different. What's up, buddy? Live here.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your
We're
name?
not from here.
Oh,
Jacob.
where is it?
Jacob.
Where are you from, Jacob?
I run track in UF.
You in track?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, no way. What? Where?
I just graduated.
Wait, what college?
UF, like Gators.
Oh, Florida.
Yes,
Okay, cool. What event?
400.
Oh, no shit.
Yes, sir.
What are you gonna do now?
I do commercial plumbing now.
Okay, so no more
But,
competing.
Yeah.
All right.
I wish I started partying a little too much.
Okay.
But if you're from here, do you know like good bars to go out?
You mean
at
tonight?
night? Yeah.
Go downtown.
We heard Sway downtown.
That's all right. You know what kind of, you like music?
Yeah.
There's a live music club. It's a good place called Tim.
Okay.
And
Tin
then
Roof?
yeah,
Hell yeah.
and then when you go to Tim
We
Roof,
walked by it, but we didn't go in.
yeah, go there, and then you can walk downtown from there.
Okay.
That place is pretty cool. You got it, Jacob. I'll hit you with the arm. Thanks, bro. Good luck to you. All right, there you go, Jacob. Walking up to me. Nice kid. Lunch track. Says University of Florida. Bar. That is a good place. Game plug. You can do a little bit of everything there at that place, Tin Roof, meaning that anything from Jersey Shore to line dancing music. They have two different rooms. One's a club, and one is a where they have music, live music. Okay. So anyway, this is the Red Dawn meeting. So I'm going to talk politics, sports, life, just kind of walking around, showing what it's all about as I dip my toe in the ocean a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful late afternoon, evening here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is where they pretty much allow the spring breakers to stay. There's different settings of the beach. If you go up and down the beach, you'll see there's an area for families, younger kids, the area for families for barbecue for the day, like different sports, relaxing resort chairs. There's just different segments of the beach. They watered up this spot and chill out, as you can see. It's a spot for police and horses. So much about removing the horse poo. Also imagine there's still a lot of stupid but again, they try to limit it. And there were times when they tried to take spring out of Lauderdale completely. It's been part of the local community. Find a way to intertwine it safely on an annual basis. You generate revenue, and it becomes part of life. So you can see some of the mounted units now taking off. Make my way up. Something brewing. at, or I know it's a little choppy. I use an external mic. I've yet to perfect it because it goes in and out. So I gave a plug for for a couple of things. For a restaurant, bar that have different music, the Tin Roof. Not going to give a plug for the microphone company because it's the second time that product is kind of crapped out. Anyway, the other thing about Fort Lauderdale is I gotta watch where I step. I'm talking so much about horse. Darn. I'm stepping on it. Sorry. Anyway, police move up here. Dunk's going on the 8-foot rim. They're all going crazy. And college kids having fun. Part of the other thing is, you live here, get covered. They're always in sand when you go to the beach. Surprisingly, the traffic at the beach not as crazy today as I thought driving down there, but my car's parked a little bit off the beaten path outside. I'm going to come up here and we'll bounce up and I'll walk the street where all the cafes are and take a little bit of a walk up and I'll walk back and see what time I can catch the sunset. Sunset's in the west, which would be that way, but that's south, so you catch a little bit. Police. You don't mess with damn horse. You done? Thank you.
Hey, CJ, we gotta go. Yeah.
We gotta get him out of here.
Go run. Horses came out. And, that was it. Tread lightly with the horse. I'm not a spring breaker. Last thing I need is a back kick by Mr. Ed to my sternum. There you go. That's the way. Let's stop horsing around. There you go. Lauderdale madness now. Go around up the A1A. You can see so many people there are. The madness taking place. Hop up on this bridge. The bird's eye. There we go. There's the mounted patrols right there. Lots of madness. A little bit of lift. Back down this way. See what's happening.
The kid with the black eye.
Here we go. Again, the A1A. This goes all the way from Key West up to the Georgia line. There's traffic throughout. That's the world famous Elbow Room. I'm going to get to the other side and go past all the bars and restaurants and whatnot. So this is, you know, the best time of the day, I think. Happy hour. And it's just an amazing job that the law enforcement do. Now, I said I'd talk a little politics. The local politicians and authorities in Fort Lauderdale and the mayor on down are complete corrupt fools. But the law enforcement agencies, these local cops, the DSO, what they call Broward Sheriff's Office, Fort Lauderdale Police Department, they're excellent. They do a wonderful job of keeping this area safe. Whenever I'm here, there's no trouble. For the most part, like I said, they avert a lot of the nonsense you see down the road in Miami by letting you have your freedom within reason. So this goes past Beach House. This is somewhat new, this place. And this has just been here forever. This place next to this still is a t-shirt shop. It's been here since beginning of time. If you're looking for a good shirt, well, there you go.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, that's so hard.
Over here. This is Blondie's. This place has been here forever. Hadler plays everywhere, 24/7 it seems. And it's just a big party. Senior Frogs, there's Bubblegum Shrimp, franchised, have the money to put down on a terrific part of real estate along the beach, but it's, you know, made for spring breakers. This is what it is. And about blue moons and decades ago, it was a fun spot. But it is St. Patrick's Day in 2 days also. So I don't see a lot of green. I smell it. Yeah, Senior Frogs. That's a big party. Getting through here is just a maze of madness. I'm going to take a walk down the madness, swipe around, I'll show you the marina.
Hey, get the boy. Get Marco. Hard ball.
Need his ID to walk in here.
I remember the days when I needed ID. This is just it's spring break. It's a party. Somebody's getting out. He looks famous. Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone's filming someone. I don't know if they're filming. Try to find out. Everyone busted out their cell phones at once. Now I see where the traffic is. Right. To get in the club. It's almost a fight. That's why. I'm thinking maybe it's someone famous. Right across the street, filmed the fight. Police, like I told you, they're on everything. Thank goodness. The tax dollars. They let the kids have a good time. It works out for everyone. Law enforcement does their job. As long as there's no incidents, they're going to have fun. someone famous or is this a fight?
When you're racist for you,
Huh?
when you're racist for you, it's typical.
Gotcha.
Yeah, everybody.
I just thought I see all the phones. I'm like, yeah, there's either a fight or someone. Because the way the car got out, it looked like they were dropping, someone was security. I don't ask anyone to get anything with me. That's it. I said, you want to get racist with me? Hello? No. All I asked is why everyone filed out. I was like, it's either a fight or someone famous. A bunch of people filed out of the car, and it looked like they had security. There was just boys around them, but they dropped them off in a really nice car. So they made a line around them like it was an entourage. This is the madness. Spring break. I'm gonna hook around and get out of it. Madness continues. I'll walk this way. And then you get your segments. Country bar, classic rock, hip hop, whatever. And it's a place where you like music, like anywhere. Whatever music you may like, they may have. I'm gonna cross down here, joining some of the spring break and festivities, and taking a look around my hometown, and play by play for you. Going to walk down the beach with all the craziness of spring break. Kind of chills out a little bit here, and you go up here and there's your Hooters, and I think Hooters is going under. Oh yeah, but this one's been here forever, as you can imagine. Like I said, all the franchises I can grab. Oceanfront Real Estate, they're gonna do something. Nice bikes right there going into the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. Beautiful Harley Davidsons. Look at those classics. So it kind of mellows out over here a little bit. Just joined Matt Levine on the stream on Red Dawn Media. A couple people before. Do the streams from locations and you see. Who comes in, who doesn't come in. But it's absolutely a gorgeous night. Take a little bit of a walk. I don't want to go too far because, the further walk you walk out, the further I have to walk back. So, not that I can't use the exercise, you couldn't. But I'll have a tendency to walk and talk for a few miles, and before you know it, I'm going to get ready to hustle back. So I'll show you this. This is Cortez Beach. Like I said, each beach is named for a different entry point. Up the road was Hall of Fame Beach. Fort Lauderdale Beach here. In the beautiful Atlantic. This is another one of the areas, as I mentioned. As you see, Con Murphy's, Hooters, and then some luxury hotels that way. I think that's a W right there. The Hilton beyond that. W and both Hilton have managed to be here for quite some time. And as you know, swap hands and ownership. Different hotel groups take them over. So comes the Conrad, comes Hotel B, and so on and so forth. So it's hard to keep up with the names, like the physical buildings like that one. Just see which one that is, because I forget ownership changes, or that could have been bought and made a private residence. Beachside rentals are costly, as you can imagine, especially in this economy. You moved down there 12 years ago, you wanted a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom by the beach, you're going to pay. But in reason to other beach places, it wasn't that expensive, maybe $3,000 a month. Now, more than double, if not that. 2-1, or the 5 on the beach. Maybe more, or 2-2. Bathroom, 2-bedroom. Depends, but you can't grab a deal is what I'm saying. Where it was before the COVID, at least a decade ago, things had just skyrocketed with this sleepy, somewhat sleepy, traditional beach town becoming more of a metropolis, what you see down the road in Miami. So urban sprawl is taking place in a sleepy beach town. The shame is they're not ready for the infrastructure. Spring break, like you see here, this happens for a month, a year or so they can handle it, but when you get impacting the local population greatly without building the infrastructure, meaning drainage for plumbing, for roadways, which I saw. My house was flooded out 2 years ago. It affects everything. And of course the area can't handle it. So what I'm thinking is I come out and do the stream and kind of try it, but the ability to come and shoot and get pre-recorded interviews and do what I like to do a lot more than I was really hoping to do. I did something today inadvertently. It was man on the street. Just stopping with the microphone and being able to film and ask questions to folks who are walking around and getting their thoughts. I'm sorry. Getting their thoughts to see what's up. I feel like she's doing right there. There you go. The man on the street. Amazing thing about today is everyone's a journalist. What a world we live in. Everyone's got a camera, the ability to broadcast. And it's pretty cool. This new media. A lot of ways it's cool, a lot of ways it's dangerous. There's a lot of it is the unknown of where it's all going to go. Legacy media dead? Yeah, it is. Will it adjust to reflect what's going on today? We'll see. We'll see. So you can see it's starting to get a little bit darker here in Fort Lauderdale. Sundown is coming. But that's just part 2 of the day. Then the party starts, right? So it's just like this all the time, this time of year. And then pretty much from like Thanksgiving through, I'd say Thanksgiving through like Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, Thanksgiving through, through about Mother's Day. You have propensity for it to be crazy like this, not spring break, but then from Mother's Day back to Thanksgiving, spring, summer, it's dead as a doorknob. It's oppressively humid, and it's less of a tourist destination, so it's more for the locals. But the big months of the year, the beautiful months of the year, and the reason I moved here is weather like this. 80 degrees, 3% humidity, slight southeast wind at 13 miles an hour. It's beautiful. So during these what they call the snowbird months is when you get everyone down here to enjoy the weather and get out from hibernating, and being cooped up and being in. I'm going to take it up here as I enjoy a little bit of a walk here in Fort Lauderdale. I didn't look to see what time sunset time is today. I'm sorry. See exactly what sunset time is today, but I'm imagining probably a little bit after 6:20-ish. There you go. Billboards on wheels. The world of digitization, promotion, and proclamation. Everyone's filming. Like I said, plus to be able to stream on the cell phone, I have horrible eyes. But if I can get something like the rig I'm using and fix the sound, be able to get a tablet, help me out. I am in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, enjoying a little walk alongside the beach, what they call the A1A, this highway, Key West, all the way up to the Georgia-Florida line. Fort Lauderdale, 36 miles of beach, some of the best beaches in Florida. And again, college kids from all over the place come here to enjoy, and we hope they're safe. So that young lady in the Dominican, right? She went down to Punta Cana, whatever it's called. and disappear. They never go home. They never be found. Immediately I see those stories and say, why do you have to leave the United States at all? Just hang out in your own country. Come down to Fort Lauderdale. It's the same stuff. You know? You don't have to bring your passport. You just have to bring your bikini like you're going to bring to the Dominican and your suntan lotion. And you're here. You just have to bring your driver's license to get on the plane. No passport needed. So I don't see the thrill of actually, compared to me when I was a spring breaker back in the day. Like I said, I went down to Mexico a few times. Safer, different world. Even Cancun, where I went, it's no longer the same as it was. It's the world famous Elbow Room. In the 60s, it got famous for a movie, Where the Boys Are, in the 1960s. Few films filmed in Fort Lauderdale, Revenge of the Nerds 2. I recommend you watch it. Up to you. But, Revenge of the Nerds 1, yes. Caddyshack, filmed in Fort Lauderdale. Something About Mary's, parts of it filmed in Fort Lauderdale. These are all dating me. Anything from the new age, yes. Bad Boys. The latest rendition, which I will not recommend, with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, was filmed in parts of this A1A. Several other movies over the years, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, you can see here, up Las Olas, which I'll take a walk across, go up a little bit, go around, so you can kind of see the outer parameter of the marina.
They need some love too. Big girls.
This takes you around here. Here's the elbow. This way. They always have good live local music. Always. That's one thing about Fort Lauderdale. Not street performers, cafe performers. Talent at the local bars, top notch. Some of the cover music, you sit there, you have a beer, and you'll think that it's playing on the sound system. You don't even know it's live because it sounds so much like the original performers. So that's how you get from the Elbow Room here. The Elbow Room has been there forever, like I said, but all these other businesses, Gyro one used to be a pizza shop, they're all, the liquor store is the liquor store, but they're all kind of interchangeable, you know? Oh no, there's a pizza place. Pizza sucks. Not that you always get good Florida pizza. I mean, you're not going to get the greatest pizza in the world in Florida. Late night pizza. Crawl into that place after some fun along the A1A, and pizza tastes great. And back around here, more bars. They've all been swapped in and out. So I come here and I'm like, oh, that pizza place, that was not there not long ago. And that bar, the beach bar, Hunter's Beach Bar, there's a story behind that. You'll have to go in and go into the bathroom, the men's room, you see. Famous owner in more ways than one in the adult film industry, or he used to own it. Don't worry, you get out alive. This is the back of Blondie's. More of the spring break madness. I'm gonna walk this way here, do a loop around, come back, and I'll show you the drawbridge in the park. Get away from the spring break stuff and just take a walk back towards the marina. Yo!
Hey, what's good? Follow me on Instagram. Or add me on Snap. Alex_Cloud19. Add me on Snap.
Cool. Have fun, guys. What he said, I have no friggin' idea, but as long as you're friendly, right? He was by saying hello to someone. Gave him plugs. If you can understand his plugs and follow him, more power to you. I don't know what the hell the guy was saying. Come back here to the back of Las Olas. It's pretty. It looks like they have some kind of Brazilian thing. I'll show you the boats. It's a good place right here called the quarter deck. I'll give them a plug because if you're here in Fort Lauderdale, want to get sandwich, bite to eat, nice cold one. They have locations throughout South Florida, so kind of like a local franchise chain type of deal, but they're good. Plus, you get tater tots. How many places serve tater tots? Well, you get them if you want them, of course, but across here, go up a little bit towards the bridge and go back down around, and I'll show you. This is Las Olas Boulevard, which is the famous boulevard in Florida. It's really nice if you head back west, which would be the direction I'm pointing. When I say nice, there's, I think if you've been to like a Rodeo Drive or that Caliber Street, Fifth Avenue, they have, some of the rise left cities, parts of San Francisco used to have, where you can go and you can get high-end merchandise, really nice restaurants, anything from fur coats to diamond dealerships to high-end tailored suits. 5-star. Follow it up, it's really cool. And there's a bunch of nice restaurants, there's a bunch of nice bars and clubs that enjoy the nightlife. You can see just how beautiful Fort Lauderdale is. If you flip around, there's again A1A, the beach is right there where we came from. Go right here and you see the canal. Now Fort Lauderdale is called the Venice of America because of all the canals. So they just run up and down, and over here, which runs up and down along the Atlantic, is the Intercoastal. It runs parallel. That's a Brazilian flag. Some kind of Brazilian thing on what? What they're talking about. And judicial tiring. SOS Brazil. Everyone's got a voice. Could have done it in a place where you get some easier parking. I guess they get their word out. They're on the entranceway to the bridge. To the crossing by the beach, I'm sorry. The bridge is right up here, I'll show you. It's got a car accident there. And that's the thing too. Everyone drives like complete crap. The back end here is the Intercoastal. You can kind of see the boats, just how beautiful it is. As you walk across, this is one of many drawbridges in Fort Lauderdale leaving the Atlantic and going west from east towards inland. There's the Intercoastal, which again I said runs alongside the ocean. You can see kind of some traffic building on the drawbridge there. Go back around, and now again you're facing the beach. In this whole area, I'm going to walk back to my car and do the rest of the stream here. green screen came on. Alright, don't do that. Whoops. I don't know how that happened. Alright, now. Alright, I have no idea why a green screen came on. There we go. Okay. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool to know it's there. But again, I'm Matt Levine, and Red Dot Media. I do a lot of talk about what's going on in the news and all the craziness. Started it up a few months ago, officially. Kicked it off, done some traveling, was doing some nice work around the elections. I've been at the home studio filming different topics, you know. Put a video up there just today about how the Democrats are falling apart. Of course, I love my shorts. Who doesn't love a good short? Creating them is just as fun as hopefully watching them. You can see in back of me just how beautiful it is. Head up. It's again west, Drawbridge. Straight ahead of me is the ocean. And I was walking through all the spring break madness before. That's what it is, but it's all good. Like I said 80 times today. Kids are safe. They're having fun. All within the reasonable confines of the law. No one gets hurt. Let them enjoy. You know? Enjoy the glory of the keg stand. I mean, take ownership of your shotgunning, your beer. Just don't get behind the wheel. Don't hurt anyone. Be joyous, not violent. Don't be a menace to society. Do the right thing. Come enjoy this beach, this beautiful town. Have fun. Take a walk around. Enjoy showing it to you. And the key, like I said, is surviving, because there's a lot of bad drivers. And that has to do with the influx of, I think, of just tourists that don't know where the hell they are. But this is somewhat new. This park here. Gotten a lot of grief because it's become a spot for the homeless, basically, an unofficial official encampment. But it's pretty. It's a nice area along the beach. Before, I think it was primarily parking, just barren land. There's a little bit of parking from where I remember. There were a couple like auxiliary lots. Filled it with the fake turf. Whatever. And as you can see, it's just getting crazy here tonight. Saturday night. This is the primary weekend too for spring break. Middle of the month, you know. Runs all March, but this is it. This is the apex. And it's not easy to get here. Like, to say to take an Uber. Unless you really have a bicycle or you're willing to walk, you can see it's just hard to get around with four wheels. It's hard to get around even if they're not your four wheels and you're paying for a ride. And that's the thing too, is you come down here and you stay at one of the hotels and it's safe because, like I said, you can crawl home. We'll take it back this way along the beach. Yankee fan, lots of injuries, but see what happens. 6 months of the season, you get to October and you roll the dice. But of course, Florida and Arizona, the home spring training. The Yankees used to train here for years until they moved up to Tampa years ago, a couple of decades ago. It's a primary spot for spring training, but Lauderdale was home for the classic Yankee teams in the 70s, 60s, 50s, 30s, down to the 20s. Jackson. They trained here in Fort Lauderdale. Not that many spring break teams in this part of Florida at all. You have to go. There's not at all. You have to be down in South Florida. You have to go up to Port St. Lucie to see most of them. Florida has Marlins. But you might get more people at a random spring training game than a Marlins game any point of the season. It's a football city. They love the college stuff. High school football. Dolphins off and on. There you go. There's Texas. And this again is a little bit more chill. Let's walk over this way. And there's also, I can show you, Fort Lauderdale's notorious for having the Swimming Hall of Fame. That's again a little off drop, just restaurants from the busyness. But as you can imagine, I think Bubba Gump's over here. Seafood in Fort Lauderdale is great. You know, you get a catch a day. You should have great seafood. Just look what's across the street. You get a place like the Bubba Gump and then they package it in to distributors. So you might be getting frozen filet instead of a real catch of the day that is hours removed from body of water right there. That's the deal. In other words, if you're here, then go to the local place. Bypass any of the franchise places. Otherwise, you're on your own and good luck. So there you see Bubba Gump right up there. We'll walk by it. But, you know, they buy it, it costs again. You've got great real estate, oceanside, in the heart of South Florida. The franchise can afford it, and they can also afford to serve crap food because people are going to go. They don't know better, or they don't care, or they like it. Walk by it. Oh, I'm sorry, but drove by it a couple weeks ago. Stuck in the traffic. As you see, the traffic's crazy. It keeps going all the way on indefinitely. And pay for a spot off the beaten path here. Pause. Yo! It's just too insane. Very safe when you give it a yeah, bubble gum. Gotta get that fixed. Yeah, wall corroding. Anyway, I've torched bubble gum. But yeah, it mellows out, and now I'm moving south. And that's just the crux of it there, but I'll show you another little spot as I go to my car. It's a good little walk. Some mileage here. Evening time in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She said it. Smells like marijuana. It certainly does. Now it's Florida is a medicinal state. But does that mean anything? Everyone's got it nowadays. Worst thing is the smell. If I keep heading in this direction for about a mile, you get your sewage. And trust me, as a local, that part of it, just by a supermarket, you get downwind on the wrong day, you wish you were smelling Bob Marley's finest. Yeah, man. Walk up here, and again, I'm going towards Miami. Back towards where I park, and you can just see how beautiful the beach is right now. The water is nice. I dipped my feet before. The ocean's perfect. I'll go in January. It's not quite Polar Beach as Coney Island, but I'll take the plunge. Fort Lauderdale any time of the year, and it's refreshing. Cleanses the soul. And it's beautiful right now, the water stuff. Worth the dip. social media. You can check out my videos. Like I said, you can find the shorts, find the longs, in betweens. This is the hotel market. Marin, I'm sorry, this is new to me. This was private residence when I first moved here 12 years ago, because I remember there were some rentals. And they moved it into kind of like a hotel, a restaurant, a store in there. So it's a little bit more separated from all the craziness. Some of this it's family oriented. Again, right now it's spring break, so I'm getting college kids. But for the most part, like when I was a kid, I came down here with family. Yeah, Florida. So again, spring break's not all year. Check that out. See an old Thunderbird right there. How do you get to park right on the beach? That's for the wedding. That's cool. Yeah, as I showed before, there's 3 or 4 different. Well, there was 3 different services. It looked like before. Now there are 2. I'll zoom in so you can see the Thunderbird. This over here, the restaurant. I'll zoom in too. There you go. That's pretty cool. Riding a Thunderbird with the groom. And that's a picture forever. Good luck.